Ever noticed how the nicest people often get treated the worst? The guy who always helps others but gets ignored when he needs support. The friend who never says no but somehow gets taken for granted? You might think being nice makes people like you, but here's the truth. Too much niceness actually makes people lose respect for you. And it's not just a feeling, it's science. Psychologists call this the doormat effect. When you're overly agreeable, always saying yes, always making sacrifices, people subconsciously start valuing you less. Why? Because the human brain is wired to respect what is scarce. The moment something becomes too available, its perceived value drops. Think about it. If someone gives you free money every day, at first, you'll feel lucky. But over time, you'll start expecting you won't even appreciate it anymore. That's exactly what happens when you overgive in relationships, friendships, and even at work. Studies from Harvard Business Review 2023 confirm that people associate assertiveness with leadership and excessive agreeableness with lower status. That's why the people who set boundaries, who demand respect, who don't always say yes are often seen as more powerful. Look at the most respected figures in history: leaders, visionaries, and high-status individuals. Were they overly nice? No. They knew when to say no, set limits, and demand respect. Even in social settings, the person who is always available, who is always accommodating, is rarely the one who is admired. The biggest trap of being too nice is that you train people to expect it. At first, they might appreciate your kindness, but eventually, it stops being kindness, it becomes an obligation. They assume you'll always say yes. They stop valuing your effort. And when you finally stand up for yourself, they get angry, not because you did something wrong, but because they're used to your compliance. This is why people walk away from nice guys in relationships. It's why employees who work the hardest for their boss often get overlooked for promotions. It's why friends take advantage of the one person who is always there for them. Nice people don't get rewarded, they get used. So how do you break free from this trap? It's not about becoming rude or arrogant, it's about being strategically disagreeable. Here's how. 1. Set boundaries. Learn to say no without explaining yourself. You don't owe anyone a justification for protecting your time and energy. 2. Stop over-explaining. The more you explain why you can't do something, the weaker you sound. A confident, "No, I can't," is more powerful than a long excuse. 3. Prioritize yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Help others, but never at the expense of your own well-being. Be unpredictable. People respect those who aren't easily available all the time. If you're always accessible, you become background noise. 5. Speak with confidence. Niceness isn't a problem, weak delivery is. You can still be polite, but speak with authority and certainty. Being kind is a strength, but being a pushover is a weakness. The world doesn't respect those who give endlessly without boundaries. It respects those who know their worth and demand respect in return. The moment you stop overgiving, you start getting respect.